Hey everybody, so for lunch today, the inspiration for lunch today was we normally buy this mayo, this Chosen brand, really clean ingredients. We really like this one, but we have had a challenge on our list for a while for a homemade mayo. And I'm gonna be real honest with you, I was a little freaked out when I started looking at all these different recipes to try to come up with our own of the raw eggs in the mayonnaise. I get that it's there, but I thought, okay, is there a way to do this without having raw eggs? And I stumbled upon a combination to make an eggless, so I guess it would be considered a vegan mayonnaise, homemade mayonnaise. And so we made it. I used my mini Ninja and we really like it. So what we're gonna do before we officially add it to the Eat Real America website is we're gonna try it in a few things. And so for lunch today, we are doing a Simple Savory Tuna Melt. And we're gonna use some of this new homemade mayonnaise in it. So what I have in my bowl is just 2 cans of canned tuna. And I just drained it off a little bit. And then we're gonna add, this is about half of a small red onion. And then we're gonna add, this is about 4 pretty large chopped dill pickles. And then, oh, the recipe calls for a tablespoon of basil, but I couldn't help myself. We're doing a little bit more than that because my basil is beautiful and it's still hanging on. And then a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, and then some red pepper flakes and pepper. And of course, you could adjust that to your taste. So the tuna mixture in here is more tangy than it is creamy, but we are going to add, and you could always put a little mayo and mustard in this tuna mixture, but we are gonna put the mayo and the mustard on the bread. So what we're gonna do with our new homemade mayo is we are going to spread some on the bread, and then we're gonna put a little bit of Dijon, and we're gonna also spread that on. And then we are going to put a piece of cheese. Scott and I don't like a ton of cheese when we're doing this kind of thing. And then the tuna mixture, not to overflow it so I can't get the other piece of bread on there, and then we're gonna toast it. And so my skillet just has a little bit of olive oil in it, and we're just gonna toast it just like you would a grilled cheese or something like that. And then for a few minutes and turn it, and just until everything's heated through and the cheese is melted. Okay, so I toasted the sandwich on both sides. And I am here to tell you, while we were waiting for the sandwiches to cook, Scott was taking bites of just the tuna by itself. And he said, this is so loaded with flavor, we don't even really need to turn this into a sandwich. So for what that's worth. So what I'm gonna do is just cut our sandwich in half here, try to keep it together. And oh my goodness, so yummy. We're gonna pair it with a salad. We just threw together some oranges, some radishes, some pistachios, because that's what we had on hand. And we have some leftover dressing. So stay tuned on the homemade mayo. We're gonna keep trying it in different ways to make sure we love it. I think we're gonna love it because it's really good. But I would love for you to check out this Simple Savory Tuna Melt and then let us know what you think, because hopefully you love it as much as we do.